everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in today's video we will study about coloration. So this phenomenon is found in various fishes. In some fishes coloration is found in uniformly with brightly colored all over the body like goldfish, while in another fish like Mystus, Mahasir, Labio, etc. in these fishes the coloration is present in only a specific part. Okay, so why the fish show the coloration we will see in the significance, and how they show due to their pigments. Okay, so in the fishes there are the skin pigments are present on their body, so they shows the coloration, and they have the source of color we will study later on, that is the chromatophores and the iridocyte cells, which shows the coloration. Okay, so now if we talk about the goldfish, you can see in the structure. So goldfish and another like grasses, it shows the uniformly bright color all over the body. So this color pattern in fishes is visible only in living or freshly killed specimen. If we talk about its after death, it will shows the coloration. So after death and in preserved animals like preserved fishes in the museums and colleges, the colors quickly fade away. Okay, so the number of freshwater species of India are beautifully colored. Now you can see in the structure Colisa fasciata. So is it is the greenish blue in the above side and dirty white below with the blue spots on the over column. So there are approximate 14 orange color bands are running obliquely from the back to the abdomen. The fins are orange or red. Okay, so next we have the Mystus. You can see in the structure there is a small ceroid fish and has a golden color with a bluish shoulder spot and 3 or 4 dark bands on each sides of the body. Next we have the Botia species. It also possesses the color patterns. So the former is one of the most beautifully colored fish with a yellow or orange background, and the most beautifully colored fish and arranged variously on the body. There is a bands present, and the carps are generally uniform shade. Next we have the labio rohita. Labio rohita is a bluish black on the dorsal surface and reddish along the sides, becoming silvery below. Next we have the mahasir fish. It is a dark gray in color on the back with reddish or golden sides and silvery abdomen. The fins are red or yellow. So there are some examples of fishes. We have source of color, how the fish show the coloration mechanism. So it is due to the two cells, that is the chromatophores and the iridocytes. Chromato means color. So you can see in the structure the chromatophore are the branched connective tissue cell which is situated in the dermis part. Okay, not in epidermis, it is present in dermis, either above or below the scales. So these cells, the chromatophore cells, contain of various kinds of pigments, granules, which may be carotenoids. Carotenoids show the yellow and red. We all know that melanin shows the black, which is also present in our skin. Flavins shows the yellow, purines white or silvery, pitarine, etc. So these are the pigments. So depending upon the color of the pigments, the chromatophores are designated as the erythrophores red or orange. You can remember this from the erythrocyte. Erythro means erythrocyte. Cyte mean cell. Erythro means red. Okay, so erythrophore is the red and orange. There are xanthophores yellow, melanophores blacks. So the carotenoid show the yellow, melanix. So these are the some pigments on the basis of the colorations comes. Next we have second cell, that is the iridocytes. Iridocyte is also known as the mirror cell. Why? Because it is the whitish or silvery in color. So it is the crystalline substance, you can see in the structure. So it is the base product and is deposited in the form of granules or rounded different shapes like polygonal satellite bodies. Okay, so these granules possess a great reflection power, so that this is also called the mirror cells. It shows the reflection, and it is the whitish or silvery color. So this is the source of the coloration. Next we have color changes. We all know that many species of fishes are capable to change their color by adjusting their surroundings. So it have the capability to adapt with the new environment. So they may be semi-permanent colors, because the colors are not permanent, they can change it. Okay, so there are different type of examples, we will study it. So this is the slow process to change their color. Okay, so the semi-permanent change is affected by an increase in total number of chromatophores. If the chromatophores is increased, so it will affect the coloration mechanism. Okay, so as when fish moves to a darker environment, okay, as fish move to darker environment and lives for a considerable period, so there will be rapid adjustment in color is brought about rearrangement in pigment granules darker in color, so it there will be melanin enhanced. Okay, so this is normal thing, so it depends on the surroundings. Okay, so it was formerly believed that the chromatophores undergoes contraction or the expansion to cause the color change. So chromatophore shows the contraction or expansion by which they change their color according to their surrounding. Okay, so there is an aggregation of the cells, that is the chromatophores, and their dispersion when they move towards the periphery. So the migration of the pigment may be arrested at the intermediate stage. The time required for the movements of pigment from one stage to another, it bring about a color change. Okay, so in different species they shows the colors, so it depends on the intensity of light and the temperature of water. Okay, now if we talk about the temperature, if there will be low temperature, so it will cause the dark in color. Okay, the fish shows the dark color. Now if we enhance the temperature, so there will be light shade. Okay, so there will be light shade, so the factors, the temperatures affects the colorations of the fishes. Okay, so another factors like age, sex, ill health, and emotions is also affects the coloration of various fishes. Okay, next we have the control of color changes. So this is the mechanism which like we study in the bioluminescence. Their mechanism is also on the basis of hormonal control and on the basis of neural control. Okay, nervous system. So on यहाँ hormone control we have the pituitary glands. Okay, pituitary glands control all over the distribution of pigments in the chromatophores. Okay, while some scientists also believe that uh, the hormone, that is the melanophore, produced in the hypothalamus and is transported to the pituitary for the storage. Okay, so there is the hypophysectomy, the pigment aggregates and color become light. So if the pituitary gland extract is ingested into a fish, so there will be a dispersion of pigment is brought about. So there are the hormones, we will study it, like intermediate W substance, adrenaline, etc. Okay, so there are some hormones which shows the dispersion of melanophore pigments resulting in the darker color of the animals. So in the absence of the aggregation of pigment, it causes the lighter color. So another pituitary hormone is the W substance, which is the opposite to the intermediate. Okay, so while another hormone is the adrenaline, which is a powerful factor on the melanophores. So some fishes show a change color during the reproductive period, which may be due to the gonadal hormones. Next is the thyroxine, which is produced by the thyroid gland, is also reported in some case, which influence the melanophores. Okay, next we have the neural controls. So the chromatophores of some fishes are abundantly supplied with nerves. We all know that nerves has a great role in our body, in also bioluminescence and also in the coloration mechanism in fishes. Okay, so there are many species uh, which chromatophores are greatly affected by cutting the nerves. Okay, so it is believed that the neurons supplying the chromatophores produce the chemical substance. So the nervous system supplies the neurohumors. okay, which activate them. So there are two kinds of nerve fibers which have the opposite effects. One type of fibers produce the neurohumors, one time produce the neurohumors which cause the pigment dispersion, okay. Second, which cause the aggregation. First will show the dispersion and second will show the aggregation, okay. So this is the neural control. Next we have this significance of coloration. So basically, if we talk about simply coloration, it shows the attract, okay. It will attract their enemy and their predators, okay. So so it can also act as a warning signal, okay. So there are like different significance of the coloration, okay. So coloration, if we talk about in this book, so there are basically three main significance of the coloration. First we have the, it can easily escape from the enemy for their protection, and it can secure prey and the several purpose other, like we can recognize the sex, we can recognize their age, etc, okay. So there are many examples, you can see it, like coral fish and piefish, seahorse, catla, and hilsa. So there are many others, dark gray or black dorsal sides, okay. So is the which acts as a warning signal for the enemy, and they can protect ourselves, okay. Next we have another species like Amia chena, which shows the different concealment of the colors, different patterns like in angelfish, etc, which also provide protection to the species and protect from their enemies, okay. So in some species coloration appears to advertise the presence of fish instead of concealing it. So this may be helpful for this sexual recognition. We can easily identify, we can easily distinguish male from the females, okay, like copperfish, tritodon, dion, scorpionfish, etc, okay. So in these fishes strong spines are present. Next we have, in some species it also shows the aggressive purpose, okay, so that they can feed on their prey, okay. Like in another, like we have many examples, okay. Like we have the antennaris fish which shows the aggressive purpose for the prey. So when the spines are present on their body, so we can also classify the fishes on the basis of their coloration mechanism. So it is a useful for the various taxonomies to the classification of species on the basis of genus, family, orders, phylum, kingdom, etc, okay. So these are some examples, we will learn it with the scientific name, okay. So when we write the scientific name, so first we will capital letter and second in small letter, okay. So this is all about the coloration. Now if you have any query, you can simply comment in comment section. Thank you.